Hello and welcome to my 2022 Majespecter deck profile. First, the monsters. I'm playing 3 Raccoon. All Majespecters have an on-summon effect and they cannot be targeted or be destroyed by our opponent's card effects. Raccoon can add any Majespecter monster from our deck to the hand. Then we are playing 3 Yata. Yata can add any spell. Fox can add any trap. Ogama can set any trap or spell, but we cannot use it this turn. Then we are playing 3 Cat. This can add any Majespecter card, but only during the end phase. Then 1 Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. This with a low scale can pop the low scale and add another name of the low scale from our deck to the hand. Then we could scale the other name and pendulum summon the one we just popped. So this is pretty nice, but it's only good as a one-off. And then we are playing 3 Sambel, the Star Bonder. This is a wind spellcaster level 3, which is really important because we are playing ties. And this can special summon itself from the scale or special summon a monster from hand if something is special. Now the spells and traps. We are playing 3 Cyclone. This is a quick play that contribute a wind spellcaster to target and destroy one monster our opponent controls. Then 1 Majespecter Storm. This can contribute a wind spellcaster to target and shuffle back a monster our opponent controls. 2 Majesty's Pegasus. This boosts all Majespecters by 300 and we contribute a wind spellcaster to special summon a Majespecter from the deck. This sadly tributes for cost, so this is pretty much the choke point if they ash this. Then 1 Terraforming. This can bait an ash if we already have a Majesty's Pegasus or it's just another name. Also, it's nice if you play Secret Village in the side deck, you can search Secret Village with this. I'm playing 1 Summon Storm. This can pay 800 to special summon a wind monster from the hand. And we can banish this from the graveyard to special summon a wind monster from the hand. So this is 2 free summons. I'm playing 3 Ties of the Brethren. Ties of the Brethren can target a monster we control and special summon 2 monsters with the same attribute and level and type from our deck. We are locked out of any other special summons, but this can give us 2 other Majespecter names and we can just set whatever we search with them and play a control game. Then we are playing 1 Moon Mirror Shield. This recycles itself, so we don't need to play more copies, and this makes our Majespecters that can already not be targeted or be destroyed by card effects unable to be hit over. So this is really, really nice to make them a great tower. And 3 Pot of Extravagance. This just is there to draw deeper in the deck for us. The extra deck is made for Extravagance as well. I'm playing 3 Majespecter Tempest. This is pretty much a Solemn Strike. It negates a monster effect or the special summon of a monster by tributing a wind spellcaster monster. Then 2 Majespecter Tornado. This one can target and banish a card our opponent controls. It's kind of nice because it out stuff like Winder that can specifically not be destroyed. And finally 1 Majespecter Supercell. This says that while we have 2 cards in our pen scales, my opponent cannot negate my Majespecter cards, and we can shuffle 5 Majespecter cards from our graveyard back into the deck to draw 1 card. This is nice in the grind game, but you really don't want to see this in your opening hand. Then the extra deck, we are playing 3 Win the Wind Charmer Verdant. This can special summon a wind monster from our opponent's graveyard to our side of the field. And if this is popped by battle or card effect, we can add a wind monster from our deck to the hand. This is nice because it has good link arrows. It has bottom left and bottom right. And we can just make this with only 2 Majespecters. We are playing 3 Grand Fly. This boosts all wind monsters. And if this is destroyed by battle, I can add a wind monster from my graveyard to the hand. It's just nice to put some more damage on board. Then 2 Gravity Controller. This is a link 1 we can make with a downwards arrow, which comes really, really handy if you sometimes wanna pen summon from the extra deck, but you already have a monster in your extra monster zone. You can just make a Gravity Controller with it because this just needs a non-link monster in the EMZ, so you can make this with a pen. Then 1 Geonator Transverser. This is there to out cards that cannot be outed by other ways. And then 2 Grand Sulfur Musica. This can add a penned monster from our hand to the extra deck. It won't come up probably, but it's an option you could go into. It has good arrows as well, and it only needs 2 pendulum monsters. 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Sometimes you just want to pop traps or spells. Then 1 Borrow Load Dragon, just to be a boss monster we can go into. We are playing extra, so this might get banished, but you don't need the Borrow Load. If you want though, you can cut 1 Musica and play 2 Borrow Load or Borrowed Sword if you want. Finally 1 Totem Bird. This can negate spells or traps. And 1 Tornado Dragon. Sometimes you want to get Majespecters in the graveyard, and Totem Bird and Tornado Dragon, because they are XCs. If they are destroyed, the materials just go to grave. Tornado Dragon comes in really handy in some matchups, and Totem Bird as well, but you kind of struggle to make them turn 1. Yeah, I hope you like this deck, and see you in the next video. If you have any suggestions for another deck or feedback for this deck, you can write them in the comments.